I was happy to join today with my colleagues at this press conference to talk about ethics reform. As you know, we've had two leaders in the past year that have been the Speaker of the Assembly and the Majority Leader in the Senate that have been convicted of federal crimes and had to leave, going to prison, had to leave the legislature. If ever there's a time in New York State that we have to reform the way we do government down here in Albany, it's now. So I was happy to stand with them. Some of the ideas that we're talking about is, I think, great ideas. Term limits for leaders. As we saw with Speaker Silver, he was in office for over 20 years. He was able to amass a great amount of power. And as a result, that's how he committed the crimes. If we had term limits, it would get new blood in there, new energy, etc. We have to get some of these bills in the Assembly have over 100 sponsors, but they can't get to the floor for a vote. We have to be able to get legislation to the floor to have an up and down vote. I know I'm in the minority. We can't always get the legislation passed and the votes aren't there, but at the very least, this is a democracy we're talking about. We should be able to get the legislation to the floor of the vote. Another thing we got to do is get our committee structure improved. We don't have open hearings in the committee structure. We should have that on camera so the constituents can see the debate that goes on in committee, so we can also try to get the legislation out of the committee to get a vote on the floor.